Hello and welcome back to another interview done by Cruz for TVC22. Today we are discussing the $10,000 grant given to the city of Clarence-Rockland by the United Counties of Prescott-Russell to use for the upcoming virtual events for the rest of 2021. Today we are discussing the matter with Christine Sarault, the recreational coordinator for the city of Clarence-Rockland. How are you, Christine?
Good, yourself?
Doing well, thank you. So let's jump right into it. So the matter was brought up during the last council for the city. What has happened since then?
Well, they passed the motion for my virtual activities for 2021. And right now I'm doing my planning for my virtual Canada Day celebrations. And I'm going to be probably, I want to do something different from last year's event.
Okay. What kind of difference? Could you just explain what was done last year and just how you're going to change that up?
Well, last year, of course, it was virtual, and the shows that we did was for the kids. And this year I'm doing again virtual, but I don't want to come out with with my program right away. It's just I'm going through my bookings and reservations. So like I say, it'll be for sure shows for kids and for families.
Perfect. So just going forward with that, just in regards to all the events that are going to be planned, how much planning is required to make sure things go smoothly?
What do you mean by how much the planning?
Just booking all the talents. Let's just rewind a little bit actually, and just kind of go through what events are planned. What events will the $10,000 be used for?
Okay, for this year, the money has been allocated towards the virtual Canada Day celebration, the art exhibition at the Clarence-Rockland Cultural Recreational Complex, and the Christmas Parade of Lights.
Okay, I see. So what will the majority of the money allocated to each event be going towards?
The amount that's been allocated?
Yes.
For the Canada Day, the virtual Canada Day, there's $4,000 going towards that, $1,000 towards the art exhibition, and the $5,000 towards the Christmas Parade of Lights.
And what is all that money paying for? Labor, talents, set designs?
It's paying mostly the artists, technicians, and publicity.
Okay, I see. And under normal circumstances, what would the money be used for? Just like before COVID was a thing?
The amount would be going towards the seniors games, the art exhibition that we're bringing back this year that we didn't have last year. And there was the Ottawa River Festival and Canada Day celebrations and the Christmas Parade of Lights.
Okay, I see. Just moving forward, for the most part, we know how most of these events will look in a virtual structure just because we saw them last year. Was the art exhibitions done last year or?
No, we were doing it new this year.
Okay, so how will that look?
We're going to be calling all the local artists to see who the ones who would be interested to participate in a virtual matter. And what we'll do is we'll be bringing the artists, to the YMCA where the arts are being exhibited to do their exhibition, and that's what we'll do. Take pictures, and then that's when we'll broadcast it on our website and Facebook, city's Facebook.
I see. And all these events are the artist events. Are they free?
They have to charge. I know we used to charge $25 for each artist, but with the pandemic and everything, with the amount that we received, also will probably be free.
Okay, I see. How many artists are you planning to have during the whole summer?
Well, we're planning to start the exhibition in July, so it's 2 per month. So from July to December.
Yeah.
So, will be 2 per month. So depending on also who the ones are interested to do the virtual also.
Right. And these are just kind of any type of visual artists, I'm guessing?
Yeah. It's within the city of Clarence-Rockland. They have to be local artists.
Okay, I see. So we've got painters, sculptors, pretty much. Okay, very nice, very cool.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it.
Yes, for sure. I'll let you know.
Perfect. Just kind of moving ahead, we're actually moving back a little bit, back to the virtual candidate day. What are some changes from last year that are going to take place? Are it's going to be exactly the same talent, same show, or are we going to see something new?
There'll be some shows. It's going to be virtual, but the talents, it'll be different. Like I said, I don't want to specify anything right away, but like I say, I'm trying to do the program differently from last year.
Yeah, I gotcha. Just kind of looking at demographics, are we going to see a lot of balance between things for adults that they will enjoy and things for kids, or?
Yes, I'm trying to balance everything for kids, families, and adults.
So I know you don't want to spoil too much, but could you go into the format a little bit? Is it going to be over Zoom or?
Well, for the candidate you're talking about, it's going to be through, it will be broadcasted like last year. It was on our city's Facebook Live and through our local TV station, TVC22.
Okay, I see. Will it be live events or?
I'm thinking probably of recording in advance because we had a little glitch last year.
Okay.
But that's the technology we live in. So I'm thinking of pre-recording this year.
I see. Okay. And I guess you've had to change your style up in terms of planning, just like booking different camera crews and booking all the talents to be able to work together at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. And just moving forward, how will the virtual Santa Claus Day parade look like? Will it be the same thing again?
The virtual, it won't be virtual. It's my Christmas parade is always an amazing, it's an amazing parade. Like last year we did it drive-through, and Bruce, I can tell you, it was amazing the number of vehicles that came out. Like I was overwhelmed. Yeah. Even though if ever the restrictions change, I know I can't have any gatherings, but the one on Laurier Street that we usually do, it's the same thing. The families that come out to that event it's spectacular.
I heard that, could you give a ballpark estimate to how many people came last year?
4,000, close to 4,000 cars.
Okay. If more people were to come this year, how would you kind of accommodate for that if there's an increase in attendance for this year?
It's because it's tried hard to find a place where not to get, like you want to keep it within the city of Clarence-Rockland, and the main place where we found to do the drive-through was at the Clarence Creek Arena parking lot in the back. But we had it's a good chance we had the security, like the OPPs on the 17 for the traffic, like they were excellent. But we'll probably continue doing it there.
Okay, I see. I wasn't there last year. Could you just give like a little run through of all the things that you were able to do during the parade?
Well, there were since it was our first time doing the drive-through, I had to send out an invitation for the people that wanted to participate in the parade. And it's all local. Well, it doesn't have to be local, but we want to have the local businesses to come out to prepare a float. And to go ahead with it, we had to have a minimum of 25 floats, but we got that number, 25 floats. Okay. But like I say, like the floats were very well decorated. Like the families were just blown away with the decorations. even though the kids were going by and they wanted to come back, but it was up to them to come, to be in the lineup to come back to see it.
Sounds fantastic. Really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, how much feedback from the community has been taken into consideration during the planning phase? And what's the process for receiving that constructive feedback? And how do you plan to implement those changes?
Well, with the pandemic, we always followed the guidelines with the Eastern Ontario Health Unit and complied with the restrictions in place when planning these events. Like I say, with the Christmas Parade of Lights, like we decided something different because we couldn't have any gatherings. So we decided to do like the drive-through, and like I say, it was so amazing to see the amount of cars that came out.
That's good. Yeah. So how do you plan to promote the events just to get some more viewership?
We plan to promote the events through city's Facebook and website and local radio, The Jewel, and TV station TVC22.
Okay. What about social media platforms that the younger generation might use, such as Instagram?
That's one thing that I would have to give that to my communication department. That I'm not too for that department.
Okay.
But like we always used like Facebook and our city website.
Right.
So.
Fair enough. Okay. Just thinking back to last year and the years before, what events would you like to bring back first should health restrictions become more stringent?
For sure, I would like to bring back the Ottawa River Festival and Canada Day celebration. It's not because I do like to organize my other activities, but this one is my baby. It's a big event, and I love planning. Like it's a 3-day event, and I love just planning those 3 days.
And there was no way at all that it could take place in a virtual format, right?
No, not really. It's because, to tell you the truth, if ever, like I say, with the pandemic, if ever everything comes back to normal, my planning for the Ottawa River Festival and Canada Day celebration, I start that in the fall to have it for next year. So it's a lot of planning.
Yeah, so it's basically just a matter of timing too, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I see. So we had these 3 events that are coming up this year. Who kind of decided that those were the events that were to be celebrated this year?
But it's always like with the amount of money that we get from the United Counties of Prescott Russell, the $10,000 was always used for those type of activities.
Okay.
Like the one that's not going to be, we're not going to be using is the seniors games, because since it's always being held in June, but now with the stay-at-home order and all that, so we didn't take a chance. So it's unfortunate we have to cancel that this year.
Okay. Last question. How important is it to the community that these events remain intact with whatever resources are available?
It is very important to the community that we keep the Canada Day celebration and the Christmas Parade of Lights. The families that participate is very overwhelming. I even get phone calls to make sure what's the date for the Christmas Parade. Like, and the people that come out for the Canada Day celebrations for the fireworks, it's unbelievable at the park where it's overwhelming. So those are those 2 main activities that the community likes to participate into.
And all these events are just to boost morale and just to build bonds, basically. For
sure. It's too bad for the pandemic that's still going on this year, but it is what it is.
Hopefully, this nightmare is over with soon.
For sure. I hope so too.
Because we'll all be able to go back to normal.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. I want to thank you again, Christine, for your time.
Thank you, Bruce.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a Good day. Thank you.